Hello investors, welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the top 8 penny stocks for the month of November. So these are going to be penny stocks that have good potential as they are going through phase 1, 2, 3 data or FDA PDUFA data, which we obviously know has typically a higher success rate as the drug has progressed further on into the stages, which means that the success rate is a lot higher. It's around 80% success rate, and that means that we have a higher potential for success and, making some more gains. Now, before we get into the video, guys, we're very close to 10,000 subscribers. We're at about 9.6 thousand, so if you could go ahead and press that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new video. Also, let's smash that like button. Can we get over 100 plus likes on this video? I'll truly appreciate it. It helps the YouTube algorithm and it just helps the channel grow. So I'll appreciate that. And also leave a comment below what penny stocks you're looking into, or just, what do you think about the video? And let's get into the countdown. All right, let's get into it. So the number 8 penny stock on our list is going to be ticker symbol CRVS. Currently, the stock is trading at $3.96. It's down about 3 cents or 0.75% on Friday at the close. The drug that is being looked at is going to be CPI 006, and it's going to be a phase one. So phase 1 data, November 9th, 2020. And let's take a look at the chart and see what it's looking like. So what do we see here? We see that the stock is volume is very low. Volume is around 300,000, 100,000. It depends on which day. We've had a few days here where the volume has been a few million actually, and that's when the stock seems to have popped. Now, if we take a look, support area, we don't really have the greatest support area, but we could say probably around this $3.50 range, $4 range as a support. And then for the resistance area, we would say probably around this $5 to $5.50 range. Once it gets past that, it could continue to run up and make new resistances and make new highs. Now, if we look here on the short term, the midterm, and long term, they're very bullish. So these are from analysts. They're all very bullish on this stock in the short term, midterm, and long term, which is a positive thing for us, obviously, as that means that there's some potential with this one to be very good in the future, and that's something we like. So as long as this one stays here around this $4 range and it doesn't fall through, if it falls through and it goes below this $3, $2.50 range, then it could continue to go down. But one thing we're going to have to keep an eye out on is volume, especially if it picks up like it did here, where it had a few million shares traded in a day, where the stock went from $2.60 all the way up here to about $5.37, and then here again from $4 all the way to $4.86. So it's made some gains here. All it needs is a little bit of volume to push it through, and that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye out on, because volume is a key player to a lot of these penny stocks, because volume pushes it as it gets more eyes on it. Coming in at number 7, we're gonna have ticker symbol GNCA. This one is trading at $2.08 right now. It was down about 4 cents or 1.89% on Friday. And the drug that is being looked at with this one is going to be GEN-009, and it's going to be for various cancers. Now, this is a phase 1-2, so this November 9th, 2020. 1-2 Part B, additional data due at the SITC on November 9th, 2020. And if we take a look at this one for the chart, now this one, wow, look at this. So this is where the stock had a lot of volume. 1 million shares traded, 7 million, 10 million almost. A few million shares were traded here with volume, and the stock went from about $1.93 all the way to a high here of about $5.53. So that was a massive gain here, 300% gain. That is huge. And then, as you can see, the stock kind of sold off and came back down to about $2.12. So it's pretty much back to where it started. Now, this is obviously something that can happen with, a stock can run up to, with data as long as the news is good, but then it can sell off. And also it can do the same with, running up to the news. And then once the news settles down, there's a sell off because people just go ahead and sell off the stock and it goes back down. So even with positive or negative news, you're going to have to watch out, because penny stocks can still fall down even if it's positive news, and they can go up even with negative news as long as there's some hint of future positive news that is there, because that's what keeps hope, and hope is what people want. As long as they have hope that they have something to hold on to and continue trading that stock. Now, support area, with this one I would say about $2. So support area is going to be around this $2 range. Resistance around this $3. If we break through that $3, we have room all the way up to about $5.50. Once it passes that, if it passes that, it can continue to go. But I don't think it's going to get past that $5.53. But This is another one just to keep on the list and see what happens with it. Coming in at number 6, we're going to have ticker symbol NAVB, currently trading at $2.27. This one is down about 6.2% or 15 cents on Friday at the close. The drug that is being looked at with this one is going to be NAV 3-31, and this one is going to be for arthritis, obviously, right there. This is going to be a phase 2B, November 9th, 2020. As you can see, phase 2B, second interim analysis to be presented at ACR meeting November 9, 2020, from 9 a.m. Eastern time. So this is good because we have a time period where we can kind of know around what time it's going to happen. So it's going to happen right around the market open. So that is something that we're going to have to keep an eye on as well. Now, obviously, guys, if you guys made it this far into the video, go ahead and smash that like button for me one more time. Like I said, let's try to get 100 plus likes on this video. That is the goal. And subscribe to the channel for more content. So let's get into this. So this one, huge run up here. If we look from about May here and May 4th, so beginning of May, this stock just started to go up. Here we had huge volume, 82 million shares traded. The stock went from about $1.29 to about $2.50. And then after that, it continued to trend up and went up to a high of about $5 here. And now we've kind of made a pullback. We're here, but we haven't built a support area. So that is something we have to continue to watch. Because we need to build a support. As you can see, the stock is still trending down. So we haven't built a support area, but we're hoping to build a support around this price, because if we don't, this could go back down to the $1 area, $1.20, 30-cent area, and build a support there. And that's not what we want. We wanted to build a support around this area. So we're hoping that it starts to trade sideways and consolidate back up. If it does, and then we can continue to trend back up, and then we have a gap to fill all the way up to about $4.50, $5, which is something we're gonna have to keep an eye out on, especially coming into the news and just future data that they provide for us. Coming in at number 5 on the list is going to be ticker symbol LPTX, currently trading at $1.95. It was down about 3 cents or 1.52% on Friday. The drug that is going to be being looked at on this one is going to be DKN-01, and this is going to be a phase 1-2. So we have a lot of data that's going to be presented on November 9th, 2020. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye out on, because there's a lot of news that's going to be happening with different drugs. So that's something we're going to have to take a look at. Now with this one, I love the chart. The chart, in my opinion, looks great. As we can see, it has like a upward wedge, so it's kind of trending on up. And it's building a support area. Support area is definitely here around this $2 area. So as long as it stays around this $2, we're okay. Obviously, if it breaks through down and breaks through this $1 area, $1.50 area, it's going to continue to go down and build a new support area and break through. But we're hoping that it stays here around this support, around the $2 range, and then break this resistance of about $2.80, $3. If it can break that resistance at around $3, it can definitely break through and continue to trend up. And then we can just make all-time highs as long as we get it pushed with volume, good news, a lot of hype around the stock. It can definitely push it to break that resistance past that $3 range, and we can continue to make gains. So that is obviously something you always have to look at, like we said, and especially as it progresses further into the stages. It gets a lot better and a lot more opportunity for us to look at. So as long as it stays between that $2 range and $3 range, we're okay. But if it breaks through that $3 range, definitely going to continue to run up, especially if we pick up some volume, get around 5 million shares traded, 2 million shares traded. It's definitely going to help push the stock up. All right, guys, so coming in at number 4, we're halfway through the list. So it's going to be ticker symbol AGEN. Currently trading at $3.69. It was down about 3 cents or 0.81%. And this is going to be for cervical cancer. That is the drug that is being looked at, and it's going to be a phase 2. So this phase 2 is going to be on November 11th, 2020. And let's take a look right here at the chart. So once again, the chart is looking good, just like the previous stock we just talked about. And also this one, long term, it's very bullish. Another thing to look at is here, obviously when the market crashed, the stock was trading around $2. Volume has been decent. We've been having about 1.5 million shares. Some days it's been about 10 million. It's been high volume. We've had a couple of pops here on volume, as you can see here. In May or end of May, the stock traded around 16 million shares, and the stock went from about $2.54 all the way to about $4.20. And then right here, we had another great day. It was on 9/8/2020, 9/9/2020. The stock ran from about $4 all the way up to about $5 up here, and then obviously came back down. So support area is going to be around this $7.50, $4 range. So that is our support. Resistance obviously around $4.50. If it can get past that $4.50, it can continue to go up. If it passes $5, it can continue to go even more. But one trend that we see with this one is when volume picks up, the stock seems to fly. So every time the volume has picked up, the stock has continued to go up. So volume is this stock's best friend, and that is obviously something that we always look at in our penny stocks. Volume is a key player, as well as the running up to the news and positive news as well, depending on what happens on that day. Okay, coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be ticker symbol ADLX. This one is trading at $6.68. It was up actually about 5.86% or 37 cents on Friday. The drug that is being looked at is going to be for allergic conjunctivitis, and this is going to be a phase 2-3, and this is going to be on November 11, 2020. And it's going to be a phase 3 data due at 1H 2021, phase 2 new data to be presented at the AAO meeting from November 11, 2020. So let's take a look at this one. This one, a beautiful, beautiful chart. Once again, long term, very, very bullish on this one. As you can see here, obviously when the market crashed, it was trading at around $1.50. Ever since then, this stock has just been trending up, 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 up. Volume has been decent. There's been a few pops here, about 5.5 million shares. Here we had about 10 million shares almost. But volume, volume picks up. Volume picks up. The stock trends up. And then volume kind of dies off, and then it picks up again, out of nowhere. So that is a good thing here. Support area, let's say around the $6 area, possibly $5, so $5 to $6 range. As long as it sticks there, we're okay. Resistance, obviously we kind of hit that resistance right there around $7.50, $8, and we pulled back down, so we weren't able to break through the resistance. So we're going to be looking out for that in the future, especially coming into the news on this one. If volume continues to pick up and it trends back up, and hopefully it can break through that resistance of about $8. If it does, it can continue up and break highs of about $10 per share, and that's something we would definitely like to see. So we're definitely going to keep a close eye on this one, because this one is one of my favorite ones on the list, obviously for the month of November, especially for the long term. I mean, the stocks, went from $1.50 to about $6 now, had a high of $8. So this one is looking very, very juicy for the long term. All right, guys, coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be ticker symbol VTVT. So if you guys are followers of the channel, you guys definitely have heard about this one in the past. We've talked about VTVT in the past. So this one is trading at $1.70 right now. It's down about 2.3% on Friday at the close, so about 4 cents down. The drug that is being looked at is going to be right here, and it's going to be a phase 2. So this is going to be a phase 2 data. It's going to be on November 4th, 2020. Phase 2 top line data due on December 2020. Presentation at CTDA November 4th, 2020. So VTVT, let's take a look. We've talked about this one a lot. It's had different things happening with it. Obviously right now it's kind of trying to build this support area around this $1.50 range. Hopefully it doesn't continue down, because if it does continue down, it's going to break through that support and continue to trend down. It could go down under $1 per share, which is not something we want to see. We want it to break through and continue up. Resistance area, I mean, resistance, there's so many of them, so we're not going to talk about that right now, but we need this to break through about $2.50 and build a support and continue to trend up, obviously, as the stock continues to go. Another thing is volume is looking very, very poor. I mean, we're getting about 100,000, 200,000 shares a day. We need volume to pick up. We need a few million shares to pick up. As you can see here on these jumps right here, we had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different areas where volume jumped, and especially here, actually, this past week we had about 380,000, 6 million shares right there. So it went from about $1.49 to a high of about $1.70 something, 74 cents. So we need volume to pick up on this one, and hopefully it can break through and continue to trend up. Finally, we made it to the number 1 pick. So this is going to be the number 1 stock. This list is in no order, so obviously this doesn't mean that this is the best one or anything. It's just the order we're putting them in. So this is going to be ticker symbol SAVA. Obviously, once again, if you guys are followers of the channel, you've seen this penny stock as well. It's kind of been trending up and doing very well. This one is trading at $8.21. Drug that is being looked at is going to be PTI-125, and it's going to be a phase 2B. And this one is going to be on November 7, 2020. Now, let's take a look at this chart. Beautiful chart, like I said. If you take a look here, on 9/10/2020, the stock was trading around $3. Volume picked up We had 175 million shares traded that day. The stock went from about $3 all the way to a high of about $7.75. So over 100% gain right there. Also, this one midterm and long term is very bullish, so that's another thing to keep an eye out on. And then right here, the stock was trading $7. Volume picked up again, over 100 million shares traded. Stock went from $7 all the way to about $10, almost an $11 high. So once again, beautiful. As the volume picked up, it continued to go up. So from here, from $3 per share all the way to about $11 per share, it made about 300% gain right there. And then right here, hit a high of about $12.25, and now it's kind of trending back down. We're going to be looking to build a support area hopefully soon around that $8 range. If we can build a support area around that $8 range, once again, if we get some positive data in the future with this one, get some nice volume again, 100 million shares, 50 million shares traded, we can continue to go up, and then once again try to break through the all-time high right there and hit past that $12 range and see what happens if we can continue to go up and build new resistances and new support areas. So yeah, so this is going to be the number one pick on there, and let's see what happens. So guys, if you guys made it to the end of the video, once again, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my other videos. I make videos obviously on penny stocks. I make videos on blue chip stocks, dividend investing, just investing in different types of stocks. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. Check out the channel. One thing to remember obviously is I'm not a financial advisor, so do not invest into these penny stocks without doing your own research or talking to a personal advisor of your own, a financial advisor. Obviously, before you start trading penny stocks, you should always paper trade with fake money on an app like Thinkorswim, and obviously do your own research before investing into any stocks. Not only from my mouth or anybody that has a YouTube channel on here. Make sure you do your own research and make sure you do your own studies before investing into any type of stocks. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.